What's up, wrestling fans? Kevin Hellions here, and today we're going to talk about wrestling deaths. Now, in this month, we've already had 3 deaths of professional wrestlers. 2 came out today as I'm taping this. Excuse me. And of course, the big one was Tess. Now, to review, we had Steve Dahl, died today, but apparently he's been sick for a while. He's been on, been kept alive by machines pretty much, and the family, decided to let him pass today. So bad stuff happens to people. It's awful. It's terrible. My sympathies, but it's not necessarily a wrestling related death. Abismo Negro, Mexican luchador, was found dead pretty much face down in a river in Mexico. This could be a lot of things. Did he party too much and, passed out? Too much to drink? Too many drugs? Just went at it a little too hard? Did he make someone upset? Was he murdered and dumped? I'm gonna guess that the drowning itself wasn't suicidal. Now, maybe he was on something which led to it. Sure, possible. Maybe he was murdered. Possible. We don't know yet. Don't want to speculate because only bad things could happen. And then someone watching this might say, oh, hey, I saw it reported that Abismo Negro was murdered in Mexico, so I'm going to report it. And then it starts to snowball, and then it's out there in the internet. And once something's out there in the internet, you can never get it back. Now, for the big professional wrestling death for this month, of course, Test died. Andrew Martin, we knew him as Test. He had 2 runs in WWE. He had a very short run as the Punisher, Andrew Martin, in TNA. Won the tag titles, European title, Intercontinental, Hardcore. Had a good run. Was involved in one of the main storylines with Stephanie McMahon and the whole marriage angle, which eventually Triple H went in there, and we still have Triple H and Stephanie McMahon as our stars of Monday Night Raw. And then Tess had to leave WWE due to wellness policy. He was cut while he was appearing on ECW and seemingly doing pretty well. He showed up in TNA, who was scared of a steroid investigation anyways, because Congress was snooping around, which that seems to have died down for now. And they didn't need any unnecessary publicity. So then Tess dies. Now, there's a lot of stuff coming out online. He died in his home in Tampa. Neighbor hadn't seen him move from the floor. There were pills, there's medication, there's stuff. Most likely we have an overdose, which, a suicide caused by overdose. But my question is, why? Now, I don't mean this suicide happens. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing in life. But Test of all people surprises me, and here's why. Take yourself, the viewer. Make yourself a 33-year-old man, okay? Genetically gifted, about 6'6", near 300 pounds, jacked, nothing but muscle. You're living in Florida. You've made millions in your career. You've saved some. Even if you've just saved a little, you've still saved, that's still a lot of money to start with. And you're 33 years old. You can still wrestle independence. You can run a personal training center, fitness center or something. You can get into real estate, which many wrestlers, when they retire, do. And you will almost always probably get another run. He may have gone to WWE again. He may have gone to TNA again. Third promotion could honestly spring up at any time. If Ted Turner decided today to give $1 billion to Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan, we'd have a third promotion overnight. It could happen very easily, very quickly. But most of all, if you're Test, you slept, had sex, probably dirty, filthy, wonderful sex, with Stacy Keibler for years. The woman known for her legs. Okay, showing my age here, the last time a woman was known for her legs was Mary Hart, because that was all you saw when she hosted Entertainment Tonight. And that was in the mid-'80s. So here, 20 years later, all of a sudden a woman is known for her legs yet again. And then you just got done having repeated dirty, filthy, wonderful sex with Kelly Kelly. This ignorant, naive 19-year-old girl that WWE signed and for some reason wanted your big nose, big tooth ass. Sorry not to make fun of the dead. But really, when you saw Tess, you just saw big horse teeth, schnoz, and he just seemed goofy. He seemed like a jacked, 6'6", 300-pound dork. Really did. But picture this, okay? You're Tess. You're 33, whole life's in front of you. You have multiple career options. You've made millions. And you've already dated two of the most beautiful women to ever go through all of wrestling. And you're only 33. The entire world's in front of you, man. Why would you do it? Why would you commit suicide? I don't understand it. Okay, Benoit wasn't, obviously a very terrible mental case. Alright, Kurt Hennig, Rick Rude, accidental overdoses most likely. Von Erich's obviously poison in the family to lead to so many deaths. Mike Awesome, another weird one, but he was older. Maybe he felt he would never get a chance at the big time again. Most of these wrestling suicides, they're older. They feel like their time is done. Tess was only 33. He could have had another run. He could have maybe even caught fire and had a world title, but now nothing. 33 and nothing. You could have lived and worked at least 30 more years. Let's even say 33 years. You could have worked double what your life had already been, Tess. Could have gone to 66 years old in wrestling, as a wrestler, manager, announcer, backstage person, promoter, anything. Look at Booker T and Charmel running a successful indie promotion. Look at Team 3D. They already had, 5 kids coming out of their training school that have been signed by WWE or TNA. Tess, there was more you could have done. And I wish that someone could have said it to you. I wish that someone could have talked you out of it. I wish you looked for help. Because it's sad that we have yet another dead wrestler for no good reason. So, I hope that I don't have to report on these again. Sadly, it is the wrestling community, which means in another month or two there's going to be something else like this to talk about. So, I'm Kevin Hellions with a very special episode here of Hellions Wrestling. Please leave comments. Let's talk about Tess. Let's talk about deaths in wrestling. Let's talk about what we as fans can do to let them know that they're appreciated. That it doesn't matter that you're not on Raw every week. It doesn't matter that you're not main eventing WrestleMania. I, the fan, still want to see you. I will pay my money to see you, washed up wrestler, to entertain. And I'm not asking you to go through tables or barbed wire or, poke your eye out with a spoon in the middle ring. Just go there and entertain. Have a match. Have some catchphrases. Shoot the shit with fans, slap hands. That's all I want. And we will pay you every week, week in and week out. We will go to indie shows and we will give you money, our hard-earned money, to entertain us. I don't know why you're doing it. Test those before you, those after you. Alright. And like I said, fans, if you have anything that you can say, write, add, suggestions, whatever, let us know and let's try to... How about we fans give back and try to stop this from happening again? So, once again, I'm Kevin Hellions, this is Hellions Wrestling, and we'll see you again tomorrow.